Best Friend. Did you catch last night's episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? If you did, then you probably feel the exact same way that I do, because we usually feel the same way when we watch TV. So I'm just saying, let's go ahead and jump into this review. So we left last week trying to figure out what's going on with Jocelyn. And everyone was like, is Jocelyn going to come? Is she coming in there? We already knew as the public that Jocelyn had quit, but it's still good to, have them explain why she quit. So she ends up telling us that Love and Hip Hop basically was asking her to sit down with the rest of the castmates that she actually didn't care for. And she felt as though that was setting her up for her to get into arguments, get into fights, to act out of character. So she did not want to do that. But it didn't come across like that. It came across as though she just didn't really think that Love and Hip Hop would go on without Jocelyn. So Stevie J does tell us that, hey, she has quit the show, and that's gonna be it for her on that. And everyone was like, okay, well, good riddance. She really thinks that the show is all about her, but guess what, baby? Love and Hip Hop will keep going on. As long as there's ratchetry to be passed around, there will be Love and Hip Hop to go around for everyone. So good luck, Jocelyn, on your future endeavors. I wish you and Bonnie Bella the best. So next up we have Estelita. They talk about her, and they show this clip, which will probably be the thumbnail for this, but they show this clip of Stevie J and Jocelyn dancing, and then Estelita and Jocelyn dancing. And I just thought that was so funny, because literally the Panamanian goddess is the same as the Puerto Rican princess. Like, they're the same. To me, he has that same kind of feel, that same kind of look. Estelita seems to be a little bit more mature in her acting, but I still don't like her. I mean, I'm not here for her. I hope that they don't ask her to come back next season unless she has a bigger role in Stevie J's life. Other than that, she was kind of irrelevant. Her and Carly squashed their beef for the most part. There wasn't a beef. I think after Estelita watched the show, she realized that Carly Red's only issue with her was because of her loyalty to Jocelyn, and trying to make sure that she stayed out of stuff. And maybe her choice of interesting was a bad choice of words, but for the most part, Estelita realized she was being just really petty towards her. And I think she realized that we realized that she was old as well. So, I'm neither here nor there. Then we have Momma Dee and Ernest, and this scene was this is so uncomfortable for me. It's like listening to your parents talk about having sex. And I don't know about y'all, like, my parents are older, so maybe some of y'all with like younger, like more enthusiastic parents, parents still in their like 40s or something, maybe that's okay. But my parents are in their 60s, and I'm not here for it. I don't want to hear them talking about their sexual endeavors at all. This was just very uncomfortable. Momma Dee is very, very possessive of anything that she has, and the fact that she couldn't get over the fact that Ernest had a mother in his life that he wanted to take care of was like throwing me off. And then she still was on that crazy stuff. Like, I don't know what's wrong with her, but seeing her get older, I just feel like she's getting worse and worse. Like, y'all know that senile grandma that y'all she's like that senile grandma that just say whatever she want to say and think, and she think people against her, all the time. It's always something against Momma Dee, but that's really not the case. But they did say that Ernest is now paying the bills, and I was like, oh, okay, so he wasn't paying no bills before. And Ernest was like, nah, I've been paying the bills. And apparently Ernest got a little side money that he been keeping from Momma Dee, but she said, I know where it's at, so ain't no worries about that. I said, okay, Momma Dee, go on with your bad self. So then we have Lovely Mimi that comes on, and y'all, we already knew that Lovely Mimi was very annoying. Okay, I think she was more so annoying because it almost felt like she was forcing it throughout the season. Like, I love you, Mimi, I do this, and I think we'll do that, I will do it, I have nothing else to do with my life. But anyways, she was just very, very annoying, and I'm hoping that they don't bring her back next season, because I don't think she did for the show what the show thought she was going to do for it. She just didn't give us anything but annoying tease. And I did like the fact that Sierra said she can respect her as a businesswoman. She just didn't like the fact that she was so daggone loud. Interesting fact, quote unquote, Lovely Mimi ain't got no license. Now, I don't know how true that is. I'm finna go pull up some receipts here soon, but I'm not sure about it. But apparently she doesn't have her license according to Cardi Red. So I don't know, y'all. We gonna see. Let me know down below if y'all have seen the story or heard the story about her not having her license. But that'd be messed up. But then again, there's a lot of people in the hood that do nails that don't have a license, and that could be the reason why Lovely Mimi doesn't have her own shop, because she doesn't have her license. I'm just saying, we just gonna throw them stories out there and see how we, how they bounce back and if we can grab them. Okay, then we got the Jamaica scene. They just went back and kind of rehashed some things from Jamaica. Treasure talking about what happened there, and Dime said, "Don't make me have to whoop your ass again." She was like, "You didn't whoop me though. You didn't even whoop me though. You didn't even whoop me though. Like, you didn't even get one touch. You just wear my wig." I was like, what did she say? I had to go back and rewind it. She talked. So anyways, Jock and Carly do admit that they had a little nightcap. Whether or not they, had relations or not, we don't know, but we know that they had a nightcap that night in Jamaica. It was funny watching everybody rehash what happened, and Mimi said, so unless she doubled back, and everybody got quiet because the baby did double back. Carly doubled back to that baby. She loved her some Jock. That's all I can say. And then they rehash about Jessica Dime's engagement. Apparently everyone was aware that this was going to happen, and no one told her, which made it even more special. Like, that was, I think, out of all the scenes that happened this season, that was probably the most genuine that I could see happening. Like, it was just so real, and everyone was like real deal excited for her. I don't know, I just like that. And then we have Tommy and her mama drama. They rehash everything that happened with Tommy and her mama, and they basically don't tell us anything that we didn't already know. Tommy does get a little flustered, and she decides to walk off of the stage. And then we find out that Jessica Dime's mom had also sent her to a juvenile facility as well, because of her behavior. Now, I would like to just sit and talk about this for a second. So I've never been to juvie, but I would like to know if that affects how you adapt as an adult, because I still feel like even as a child you have two ways that you can go. You can go the good way, you can go the bad way. Just because you got locked up means that you more than likely were doing something that was going to take you down the wrong path, and so your parents decided that they wanted to go ahead and try to nip it in the bud and gave you a taste of your own medicine. And I think if you use that to become a better person instead of taking it and using it as a crutch, then you will become that better person that your parents say. So I don't know if I can really blame them. I do think that's an extreme measure. It's almost extreme as military camp, and it puts you on a record and all that stuff. But at the same time, if you're an unmanageable child and there's nothing else you can do, you whooped them, you've taken away things and all of this stuff. I mean, that's extreme, and I feel like as a parent you really have to know that you can't do any more with this child, and you have to show them something different. So I don't know, y'all let me know down below what y'all think about that path. Like, if you go to juvie, does that mean you just gonna be this real crazy person growing up? I don't know. And secondly, is it me, or does Tommy embody Nicki Minaj's old behavior? Like, she talks like her. She like gives you all of those Nicki Minaj teas. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And guess who's playing Freddie? Like, she likes so many Nicki Minaj teas. I don't know. And Lovely Mimi to me like tries to be Cardi B. Like, y'all let me know what y'all think about that down below. But anyway, so Jessica Dime had a minute about her being locked up or whatever, and then Tommy and KK get into it, and this is hilarious to me. I don't know why Tommy was so upset, because the lady was behind the screen. There is no way I'm going to get upset at somebody who can't even touch me. There's no way I'm going to get put off of the set that I'm on because there's another person behind us, like a TV screen, that's upsetting me. I'm not finna let you ruin what I got going on. I'm just saying, there's no way. But we do find out what happened with her and Tommy, and it started because of the intervention that they had. And after that intervention at Momma Dee's house, Tommy said she was gonna kill KK dog, and y'all know KK love her dog, so I felt why, but Tommy went on to get on social media and talk more crazy, and that led to the whole drama with her and KK. And I just thought it was funny that Tommy was so upset. I'm like, I wouldn't be upset about it behind the screen, but hey, to each his own. Then we have Melissa, Mimi, and Arian. Finally, Arian has a reason to be at the reunion. Still haven't figured that out. And what was up with her hair? I'm like, her hair was looking like this, just like this. I'm like, girl, somebody help this baby. Like, somebody really needs to help Arian so that she can be a part, because I feel like she is begging Mona and Mona just won't give her that chance, and she keeps trying every reunion to do something to give her that oomph, and she just can't get quite enough oomph for Mona to put her on the show as a real person, and it cracks me up every time. They just rehash everything that happened. Melissa tells Arian that she's an evil person. She tries to be all this and that, but in reality she's really not, and I just thought that it was just kind of pointless because their whole little situation just seemed forced to me. Didn't seem like anything worth rehashing, but hey, you got Melissa there, might as well rehash it. Then we have Scrappy, and they talk about the demise of his relationship. They asked if Momma Dee, if she felt like she played a part in it by having them go to the counseling session, and she says no. You know, if it was going to happen, it was going to happen, basically. But she was here for the relationship, so I was happy to find that out. And then Scrappy is, they reiterate that he's in Miami, so we're just waiting to see when Love and Hip Hop Miami comes out. And what is up with him looking like a Ninja Turtle? Like, I couldn't even take him seriously the whole episode with this bandana. Like, he was giving me Ninja Turtle Joel Santana tease. Santana? Yeah. I'm back, Juice. I'm telling my age, but anyway, so that was the end of that. And then just the end of the show was the happy lights, and that was just leaving the show, showing us the things that happened during the whole season that were the happy moments, and I was here for that because it was, you know, just lighthearted and fun. Overall, I'm just gonna say this season finale, the season reunion, everything about it was just lackluster. Like, everything. There were 2 or 3 episodes I was excited about. The tea was there, the drama was there, and I live for Ratchet TV because my life is so structured. So when I'm watching it, I want as much drama as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all excuse me, but I like the drama that's like real. You know, people really got stuff going on, and I be trying to not live through them, but I love to watch it play out and see how it unfolds, just like any other TV show. But this season just didn't give me that. They didn't give me anything that I could really work with. I really, once again, hope that they go ahead and delete a lot of these cast members. Keep Carly Red, because you need somebody like that to stir the pot. They honestly probably should have kept Tommy on the show, but Tommy needed to leave to go better herself, and maybe she can come back later. But other than that, they need to get a new batch of girls. I'm tired of looking at Mimi and her boobs. I'm sick of it. I don't want to look at her no more. She don't even got a storyline. They tried it this time with Melissa. The only other storyline she had was with Jocelyn, and if Jocelyn ain't there, who you gonna be mad at on camera? Try again. Going in, I mean, pretty much everybody just can go. Rashida and Kirk need to go work on their marriage by themselves personally. They already together, you know. Anyway, they just need to go sit back and relax and work on the relationship, because word on the street is they already knew that the baby was his. This just a little tea I grabbed from somewhere, was that the baby was his, and they knew it, so they tried to play it off on the show, and before they got a chance to let it come out and then it be a scandal, they wanted to play it out on the show and have control of the story. So I don't know, y'all let me know what y'all think about that below. But yeah, so that's it. I'm done with this season. I'm so glad. This season has stressed me out and tired me out, because I've been trying to find stuff in it and trying to stay up with the stories, and the stories just ain't adding up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just over it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this episode, this reunion. Just let me know what you think about the whole season. Are you ready for a new cast? Are you ready for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? Because I am. I'm ready to see Keisha Cole and all these lawsuits she got against her, baby. She got a $14 billion, $2 billion lawsuit against that baby. Oh, poor little take. I'm ready to see it. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one, and I will catch you guys later. KK, bye.